Hello and welcome to another episode of eScoot Talks. In this episode, we're going to be talking about zero electric scooters. But before we start, we just want to apologize for not recording a little bit longer. I did actually said in my last episode that I'm probably not going to be recording for a little while because I'm going on holidays. But also, unfortunately, on my holidays, I actually got sick and I still didn't fully recover. That's why I'm making this episode today. That's going to be slightly shorter. We are talking about zero electric scooters where we have only 6 scooters to cover, so that should be maybe something like roughly 10-15 minutes. Okay, so zero scooters, so we have X series and normal series. Normal series we have a 0, 8, 9 and 10, and then we have a X series 0, 8X, 0, 10X and 0, 11X. It's kind of a bit weird, but okay, because I would kind of expect 8, 9 and 10 and then 8x, 9x and 10x, but they did it the way they did it, and it's just kind of like you have 8 and 8x, and then you have 9, there's no 9x, and then you have 10 and 10x, and then you have 11x, but you don't have 11. A bit weird, but okay, not my company, not my brand, not my decision. Okay, so we're first going to go for a normal uh, series, and then at the end we're going to be talking about the X series. So 08 is the smallest commuter scooter from Zero. Uh, it's a really brilliant scooter. Overall, it's a brilliant scooter. A couple of things I don't like about it is, of course, solid tire. Probably if you're watching all the videos, you know already. I don't like solid tires for a couple of different reasons that you can check in a video about scooter ride safety and scooter tires. We're gonna understand better why I actually don't like those tires. But price tag around 600-700 euros, so close to 9 max when it comes to buying a brand new scooter, but you have a scooter that has some kind of a suspension. Not a brilliant one, but it has something. Range is going to be close, like this would cover probably something around maybe 30 kilometers, where 9 max is going to cover maybe like 40 or something like 40. So I doubt you're going to get 45 actually, unless you're extremely small and light. Okay, zero scooters, none of zero scooters aren't waterproof, so that would be a bit of a downside. But the brilliant thing is foldable handlebars that, when you fold that scooter, it's super small. I'm gonna actually show you on the 010 picture how actually small those scooters look when they're absolutely folded. Now, the next scooter here that we have is gonna be 09. I have this scooter myself. It's absolutely brilliant. So the 08 goes around 35-40 kilometers per hour. This one goes 40 to 45. Actual speed that I managed to get was like 42. I never got faster than 42 kilometers per hour, at least by speedometer on a scooter. But I am gonna do a GPS test of the max speed, so I'm gonna let you know mileage 30-35. Mine has settings for a weakest acceleration, so for minimum torque, so I can get the maximum range, because torque doesn't bother me. To me, it's more important that I actually get where I wanted to go instead of getting there crazy fast. Both pneumatic tires that I really like, front disc brake and rear drum brake, and side LED lights that are making you more visible. Now, both 08 and 09 don't have a brilliant headlight, so you don't expect for, to see too much of a road. Like, you would need probably some kind of an extra light. And as I said, a bit of a downside is that scooters are not waterproof, and that's mainly it. I'm gonna talk about brand overall at the end of the video. And now here we see a 010, so that's the biggest brother of those basic standard single motor series. You see how small this is when it's folded. Like, I absolutely love these foldable handlebars, because like if you're on a public transport, if you're on a bus and you put scooter on the side and that handlebar is sticking out, someone can trip over and fall. It's not going to happen with this. And but also because of that, you can fit it in a boot and probably it's going to fit in perfectly nice. Quite often it can happen, oh, handlebar is sticking out, so you need to turn around the steering wheel, but then the front tire turns around and that front tire is wider, and it's just kind of a little bit complicated. What I would like to see here is definitely a little bit better brakes, but you know, they're just basic hydraulic, no, basic mechanical brakes, sorry, they're not hydraulic. Yeah, that's definitely an upgrade that I would like to see, and on this scooter I would like to see maybe a bit better suspension, but like, you know, nice big 10-inch wheels, I absolutely like, and probably really nice and comfortable ride. Now when it comes to battery specs, battery is 52 volts, 18 amp hours battery pack, so the, you know, the range should be quite really nice, probably 40 plus kilometers, so something like a 9-bot max with a suspension, but without any waterproofing, unfortunately. Now next scooter is the smallest powerful commuter scooter from Zero. It's 08X, max speed of 50 kilometers per hour with the solid tires, to me, is a big no-no. And these scooters are not too popular out there, and I'm going to assume probably because of that. And another reason is the price tag, because it actually had quite high price tag for a small computer, for a small computer, Jesus, for a small commuter. And when it came out, you know, most of the scooters were 300, 400, 500 euros, where this was over 1,000 euros. So yeah, they just weren't selling too much, even that it is nice, comfortable and smooth scooter, but solid tires, like as I said, definitely no. The 010X was, you know, slightly more expensive scooter, but like, you know, with the brilliant performance, 60, 65 kilometers per hour, like, you know, nice range, super smooth, soft and comfortable ride. And that is the most selling Zero scooter so far as I know. Like, I had 2 of them. I had lots of my friends have them. They're not breaking up. There's nothing breaking up on them too much. Punctures and that's it. It doesn't come perfect from the factory, from the shop, so you should fit a steering damper, because they can get a speed wobble, and you should put a reinforced clamp. Now, one thing that I actually did notice, all the scooters that have this kind of a C-shaped fork, and if they're dual motor and they're powerful, they can get a speed wobble quite easily. So on all the scooters like that, look at the possibility of getting a steering damper. That's definitely my friendly advice, because I have, for example, I have an Burn E and I have a Volking GT. Okay, they're both same spec scooters. I can ride my Evolve GT without a steering damper. Well, I can ride my Nami without a steering damper, but you know what I mean. You know, it's just different frame, and it's much more stable, you know. So, but okay, I'm going to be talking about that in some other video. It's really not too important here. And then the last scooter from Zero that came out was 011X. And 011X, again, it needed a steering damper. When it came out, you have Cabo Wolf, and you have 011X. Those are the only two kind of a known brand high powerful scooters, you know. And actually what happened there is just, this was so big, so chunky, so heavy, that it just wasn't too popular. And then also with a really high price tag, that scooter was still not waterproof. And that, I think, just probably kind of maybe killed Zero as a brand. because they just weren't selling too much. Like, you know, in that price tag, such a high price tag, I'm really expecting my scooter to be a waterproof. Definitely, like, you know, because if you're spending, you know, 3,000 euros on a scooter or even more, then like I want to see what I'm getting for 3,000 euros compared to, you know, cheapest one of 300 euros. This is 10 times more. So like definitely in that price tag there should be space uh, to put more effort into building more quality scooters, you know. Anyways, it is what it is. Zero is not being manufactured anymore, as far as I know. The guys that made Zero are now making the set, so we're not going to be looking like you can still get new scooters, but there's not going to be any new models coming out of Zero. Uh, Overall, would I recommend Zero as a scooter? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. I'd just like a couple of things that I don't like about the Zero overall as a brand. No waterproofing on none of their scooters, okay? You need to be aware of that. They are not waterproof. If you want to get one, avoid riding in a rain, avoid puddles, because you're gonna get the water damage sooner or later, okay? Another thing, avoid China cells. So those scooters are made mostly with China cells, LG cells, and some rare of them have Samsung cells. Don't use China cells. Even with the China cells, it's going to do okay job. Now, another thing is there is no smart BMS, unfortunately, in Zero scooters. I would love to see them with a smart BMS, but there's none. Still, their BMSs are doing a good job, and so far I never heard of any Zero scooter catching a fire. So hopefully I'm not going to hear about any cases like that at all. So yeah, that's going to be all for this episode, guys. As I said, it is going to be shorter. I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, hit that like button. I also noticed that 80% of you are actually not subscribed to my channel. I would really appreciate you subscribing, because more subscribers means more reasons for me to make those videos. Also, if you find this video or any of my videos quite useful, share it with your friends. And I'm gonna do my best to bring you a new episode and something new and more interesting pretty soon. So till next time, guys, stay safe out there, respect other users of the road, and that's it. Chat to you soon. Bye bye.